Hello, this is Rory with the Love Chat, and today's topic is, but I can't do no contact. Now, this is video number 227. If you have a question you'd like for me to consider featuring on my channel, please write it in a comment below. And if you enjoy these videos, I'd be so very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. If you'd like coaching on your situation, be sure to visit my website, thelovechat.net/coaching. Now, I'm not recording from my home studio today, so I apologize for any sort of audio weirdness that you all hear. I'll do my best to edit out as much as I can, but I wanted to make sure that I get a video out for you guys. I've been taking a break for a couple of days, and it's time for another one, so here we go. This whole video is really going to be based around reasons why a person can't do no contact, and what do you do in those situations? So, over the course of the video, I'm going to outline some reasons that you can't do no contact, or rather, that you think you can't do no contact, and we will address them one by one together. So the first one that I usually hear, the first objection as to why you can't do no contact, is that we share children. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, that's a really good reason. You shouldn't do full no contact if you have children with your partner, with your ex. And you have to remember that children come first. They are a responsibility, and you are responsible to your children to be a good, loving parent. And sometimes that can be really, really hard to do if you're not speaking to your former partner, your ex. Now, what this does not mean is, oh, well, hey, Rory said we can't do no contact if we have kids, so I should talk to my ex about pretty much any topic under the sun. Wrong. What it means is that you want to be able to talk to your ex about things that really involve your children, and that's it. You should not be hanging around your ex. You should not be asking them about things that you don't need information about. You should not be talking to them if it does not have anything to do with children in the event you're looking to reconcile with them. Now, I do want to go out on a limb and say that a fair degree of common sense is called for here. And so if something happens, like an emergency, and maybe it involves your ex but not the kids specifically, obviously, if it's somebody who's in your life to the degree in which you share children, I would suggest that you take care of whatever emergency it is, and then you go back to doing your limited contact. So, again, in that instance, you don't do no contact, you do limited contact. You keep the contact about the children and only the children, or other relevant things regarding the children. Now, number 2 is, we still live together. Maybe we just recently broke up, and we haven't found our own living arrangements yet. Maybe it's not going to be for a while. Maybe we can't financially afford to live anywhere else. How do I do no contact with an ex I want to reconcile with if I live with them? Well, sort of the same thing. You really don't go out of your way to try and contact them or talk to them, or, it's not so much that you want to be rude or mean. It's just that, look, I've made my feelings known, and I'm not going to be cold. I'm not going to be shitty. I'm just going to let you know I'm going to live my life. You live your life. I'm not, if I see you sitting in the kitchen eating breakfast, I'm going to say hi, and that's totally fine. But what you shouldn't be doing is acting coupley with them if they've made their intentions clear, that they don't want to get back with you. You're high value, so you want to treat yourself high value. And honestly, as soon as you can and whenever your life permits, if somebody's broken up with you, I would do whatever I can to not live with them anymore. Remember how valuable that time and space is. We've gone into detail in other videos about how much space helps in terms of attraction, because the other person gets a chance to miss you. And so I'll attach some of those videos down below that are useful in terms of why space is effective along with no contact. So number 3 is, we have business or other financial responsibilities. And okay, I hear you. And I think that it's a good idea to certainly play ball when your partner or your ex reaches out about the business or the financial responsibilities, like a mortgage or shared bills with children, things like that, then that's totally fine. But again, no contact unless they are reaching out to deal with business, or you need to reach out to them to deal with business that actually needs to get handled. Number 4 is sort of like number 2. We are still together in the same class or same school. We will see each other in class or at school. So if it's in class, same thing. We're not looking to be dramatic. We're not looking to be shitty. We're not looking to yell or cause drama, because that's not attractive, right? We just want to focus on doing our own thing. If we see them, you give them a wink, a nod, whatever. I'm unbugged. I acknowledge your presence. I'm just not impressed by it. You want to stay strong and show them, look, yes, you're there. I understand. But I'm here too. And guess which one of us matters more to me? Bingo. All right. After that is number 5. they keep texting me. How the hell can I go into no contact if they keep texting me? Now, obviously, you should let them know, look, I am not interested in being your buddy or your friend. I only want you romantically. And if I can't have you romantically, well, then I want to heal and move forward in my life. Make sure to let them know. If you'd like a romantic reconciliation, I'm here. Give me a call. We can work it out. Right? I'll open the door for you, but you have to walk through it. But if they continually reach out after you've told them that you're not interested in just being buddies, and basically now they're not respecting you, and they're not going with what you want, well, then you have to eventually, if they do it enough times, consider blocking them. Because at this point, they're completely disrespecting you, and it's almost going to border on harassment if you repeatedly tell them, I don't want to be your friend, and they're just not listening, and they keep texting you, or calling, whatever. Number 6 is, you're close with their family. This is a rough one because it's hard. Sometimes when you go through a breakup, they're not the only person you're losing. You might also be losing connections to mutual friends or family. And in situations like this, I think it's okay to tell the family, look, I need to take some time and back away and heal. I love you all, I care for you all, but you need to understand that you guys connect me to that person, and that person's hurting me right now. So I'm going to take some time. I'm going to focus on me, and, I'll be in touch soon when I'm feeling better. And I think that that's the healthiest way to do that. Number 7 is, they have my stuff or I have their stuff. And honestly, kind of depends on what the stuff is. If it's stuff you really need, and it's really important that you have it, well, then you can reach out and grab your stuff. Or vice versa for them. Maybe it's stuff that's not even that important, but you don't want to get rid of it or donate it, and you would rather just give it back to them, and you don't have the stuff anymore. I think that's totally fine that you reach out and tell them, look, here's your stuff. I'll hand it off to a friend, or I'll leave it in a trusted area where we both know it's secure, and then that'll be that. So I guess for this part, just secure whatever it is, give it to them, make sure they have it, and exchange your stuff as well, and then you can head right on into no contact. Now, after number 7 comes number 8, a mutual friend group. Like, I'm going to see them places. A lot. I'm going to see them at parties. I'm going to see them at gatherings. What do I do then? And really, it's sort of the same as you always do. You act relaxed and easygoing. You acknowledge their presence. Hey, I see you. I acknowledge you. But again, I still know what I need to do to be happy and to heal. And it is not get, so emotionally run down by the fact that you're going to be somewhere that I'm going to let it affect my mental health. And so sometimes, if you're not ready, don't go. But if you don't want them to get in your way and you want to live your life, go, and if you see them, you act relaxed, easygoing, all of that stuff that I always talk about. Because it doesn't need to negatively impact you. Give yourself breaks, allow yourself some time. You can do this. You're stronger than you think you are. Number 9 is, we had a trip planned. What do I do? Well, that falls back under business or financial responsibility. If you had a trip planned, reach out, figure out what you're going to do about that trip. Maybe see if there's a refund available. Maybe see if you can transfer the ticket to somebody else. And then right back into no contact once that's handled. Number 10, and this one's a tricky one. I live with their family. So sometimes, in some situations, in some generations, you move in with your ex's family. Obviously when you were both dating. And now that the relationship has ended and you still live with their family, but your living arrangements aren't quite sorted out yet, it puts you in a bit of a weird situation because everybody in the house knows what happened. And now, not only do you want to use no contact to get your ex back, but now it's kind of weird because now I have to talk to their family. I'm living in a reality where I'm basically drowning in the breakup. So my suggestion there is get the hell out of the house. Go move in with a friend if that's possible. Maybe start thinking about moving in, if you have the financial means, to your own place. There are options. And certainly if that's the situation you're in, you can't exactly go no contact. And so limited contact is called for. Keep to yourself. Do what you have to do until you can get out of that situation. And most importantly, make sure to meditate. Make sure to keep a journal because you're in a high stress situation. And one of the best things you can do for yourself is, as quick as possible, get out of it. The last one is number 11. We work together. Now, this one's another tricky one because you have to be cordial. But remember that no contact is not about being mean or angry or shitty or punishing your ex. No contact is because you love yourself. And we're not really looking to use it in a way that's going to harm someone else. But In certain situations, especially work situations, you have to know when to distance yourself so that you can breathe a bit easier, so that you're not constantly looking at them, wondering what they're doing, wondering if they're looking at you. Situations like that can get awkward, and really, the adage, you don't shit where you eat, really comes into play. But in this scenario, where it's kind of already too late, it's particularly challenging. What do? I'm going to see them at work all the time, and we can't exactly avoid each other, and so I guess I just need to contact them, talk to them. And yes, you do, in order to perform your job, whatever it may be, to a degree in which you won't get in trouble, but keep it about work. Keep it related to why you're both there. And if you happen to see each other, acknowledge each other's presence. We've talked about this. And go on with your day. Maybe even consider talking to your HR person or maybe your manager and seeing, hey, can I get some different shifts? This happened and it's kind of complicated and I can work with this person. I can be an adult about it, but it's just going to help me perform my job better, which in turn benefits you and the company, etc. And I think that that's going to be the healthiest way to go about it, is be an adult about it. And you'll notice that it's going to become a lot easier when you're able to get that space away from your ex. And that goes for every single one of the instances I mentioned today, because no contact really is for you. Getting space from your ex really is for you. It's not for them. And you'll watch your anxiety fly down as you continue to meditate and journal and exercise and just have some breathing room where you're not overanalyzing every little thing they do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it answered some questions for you, and that's all I have for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be so very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Please leave a comment below and tell me what topics you want me to cover in the future. Additionally, if you'd like extra videos every week, private live streams with me, and free giveaways of my best-selling Amazon book, until next time, just visit my Patreon, patreon.com/thelovechat. Until next time.